My reservation arises from the steep rise in the budget allocated for the MAIFIP, which has doubled compared to the amount requested in the National Expenditure Program. I initially raised this concern through my written manifestation during the bicameral conference. Ayon sa Universal Healthcare Law, hindi na dapat problemahin ng pasyente ang pambayad sa pagpapaospital. Wala na siyang dapat intindihin kundi ang magpagaling. Kaya nga ang social funds ng PCSO at PAGCOR ay pinagsama na sa isang General Universal Healthcare Fund para hindi na pumila ang mga tao sa iba't ibang ahensya. Kaya ang MAIFIP, bagamat ito ay sa totoo lang nakatulong din habang isi na sa ayos ang Universal Healthcare Law, ay unti-unti na sana nating i-reallocate ang pondo sa MAIFIP para mas mabigyan ng oportunidad na mapataas ang benepisyo at coverage ng PhilHealth at masuportahan ang pag-implementa ng zero balance billing. Kumbaga, Mr. President, siguro dapat i-phase out habang naayos na ang Universal Healthcare Law, gumaganda ang benepisyo ng PhilHealth, dapat dahan-dahan na sigurong i-phase out na ang MAIFIP. Kumbaga po, ang MAIFIP ay ang exemption and not the rule. Ang focus po dapat ay hindi ang pagpapalaki ng pondo ng MAIFIP, kundi ang direktang paglagak ng pera sa mga ospital at PhilHealth. Kung ang nais po natin ay ang lubusang pagsasaayos ng ating healthcare system, dapat po nating ituring ng MAIFIP ay bilang first aid lamang. Ang patuloy na pagtaas ng pagpupondo ng MAIFIP ay isang malaking detour mula sa landas ng tinatak ng UAC. Hindi natin gusto na pumipila at tila nanlilimos para sa pagpapagamot ang ating makababayan. Ang gusto po ng UHC ay ang mga pasyente walang utang na babayarin sa ospital, walang utang na loob sa mga politiko. As we approach the 10-year mark of the implementation of the Universal Healthcare Law, it is my fervent hope that we choose and work to keep its promise that the health of the Filipino people is protected at all times and never dependent on who they know or on the availability of discretionary assistance. But despite my reservations, I gave my affirmation in light of the following, Mr. President. First, I recognize the serious and tireless effort of our hardworking Chairperson of the Committee on Finance, Senator Win Gatchalian, to ensure a transparent and reform-oriented budget. He ensured that every stage of the budget deliberations was not only thorough but open, inclusive, and accessible to all. Kahit po Noche Buena na, gusto pa rin niyang magtrabaho. Umiiwas po ata sa mga inaanak. At gusto mamasko sa kanya. Biro lang, bro, Mr. President. Palibasa, single po at bachelor ang ating chairman ng Committee on Finance. Napakasipag ho talaga. Siguro po ay kaya na natatili isa sa mga most eligible bachelor si Sen Win ay dahil sa kanyang dedikasyon sa kanyang trabaho. Yes, he is a bachelor but he is married to his passion which is public service. Lagi po siyang may date kay Inang Bayan. Second, there may be items we do not agree with, pero ganun po talaga ang realidad ng Bicameral Conference Committee. This is a process of reconciliation and compromise between two chambers. Sabi nga, we win some, we lose some. Pero simula pa lamang po, panalo na ang taong bayan dahil may win ang Senado. Our collective efforts have put forward reforms that funded our advocacy on transportation and mobility, support for our men in uniform, and the implementation of the Universal Healthcare Act, including addressing mental health concerns. Doon po sa DILG committee for which I was the subcommittee chair, maraming salamat po kay Sen Win Gatchalian for giving me this opportunity to defend a big agency like the DILG. Ay para sa susunod, may magandang balita po tayo, Mr. President, para sa susunod na taon, inilagay natin ang budget ng kanilang ahensya ang mas mataas na subsistence allowance ng ating mga uniform personnel sa Bureau of Fire Protection, sa Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, and Philippine National Police at PPSC, and ating pong Philippine Coast Guard. From the current daily subsistence allowance of 150 pesos, it will now increase to 350 pesos or additional 200 pesos a day next year. now at par with the Armed Forces of the Philippines Subsistence Allowance. Just to be clear, Mr. President, yung sinabi po na ito po ay pork barrel, hindi po totoo. Dito po mapupunta yung pong sinasabi na ay mapupunta po sa ating pong uniform personnel. Para sa ating pong mga local government units, matutugunan na ang matagal ng kakulangan sa mga fire truck at fire stations. Sa susunod na taon, Mr. President, masisiguro na wala ng bayan o lungsod na walang fire station at nakatalagang fire truck. Ito ay bahagi ng pagpapalakas ng lokal na kakayahan sa disaster response at public safety. Ikinagagalak din po natin ang pagpapataas ng pondo para sa turismo at pagbibigay ng suporta sa lokal at motorcycle tourism. Magpapasalamat tayo kay Chairman, Subcommittee Chair Senator Loren Legarda for the support. Makakatulong dito sa patuloy na pagpapasigla ng turismo at dagdag kabuhayan sa ating mga lokal na komunidad. Sa DOTR naman, Mr. President, I'm also happy to welcome the support of our intervention, which was accepted, of course, and supported by the Chair of the Committee on Finance, the continued inclusion of funding for the foreign assisted projects, or the FAPs of the Department of Transportation, will now be lodged, majority of which will be now lodged under the program appropriations, while likewise securing a commitment to expedite the release of its funds under the unprogrammed appropriations. This will accelerate further the implementation and timely completion of our major rail infrastructure projects, consistent with program timelines and financing agreements to avoid any additional cost to the government. Lastly, we cannot afford a reenacted national budget. It will cause a further economic downturn and slow down our progress. What we need is to boost our economic activities and increase in government spending. Spending on the right priorities, the final version of the fiscal year 2026 General Appropriations Bill will be ratified today. Though not perfect, will help our country for the meantime to keep afloat amidst drowning controversies brought about by the flood control scandal. This representation is grateful for the opportunity to help shape the people's budget for 2026. Our ratification of the 2026 national budget today is only a step towards a people-centered budget. We will continue to do our job to ensure that the budget and its implementation will be free from corruption and that the people's money will be well spent. So again, we would like to congratulate our chair, the Committee on Finance, Senator Win Gatchalian, our leadership, of course, led by Senate President Vicente Soto, for this reform-oriented people's budget. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.